On now. Yeah, we're back on.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's really stupid right there.
Do we know how much we lost?
I don't know.
Shit.
Shit.
I was telling some good shit.
It's okay. I mean, no, I don't know. It just fucking happens. I mean, like, how long were we going for? I feel like it wasn't that long, but I feel like it's probably actually at least been like, 40 minutes probably.
God, I don't know. We lost it. I don't know. Whatever. So, I will restart my story.
Yeah, it's okay.
Just in case. So, when I was 13, I got the privilege to smoke weed with my dad. And so we're hanging out at my cousin's house. Like we're at my cousin's house because that's where my dad was living at the time, and he had his weights, like a weight bench and curl bar that he was gonna give me.
Yes.
Because it was time for your boy to start beefing up. You know what I mean? I was 13. I was hitting puberty. This mustache was like a little pencil. And so my dad and my cousin go outside, and they get in that little circle. I walk outside because I'm nosy, and my cousin pulls out a joint. I look at it and I'm like, ooh. I was 13, so I had already experienced weed. So my dad looked at me. He was like, "Nah, I'm gonna let you smoke it." Inside, I was like, "Bitch, I'm gonna smoke it. Period.
I'm gonna smoke it regardless.
Regardless, if you say no, I'm gonna take it and run." But he's like, "Don't tell your mother, right?" And so I smoked this weed with my cousin, who is a grown man, probably in his late 20s at this point, and my dad. And then we go back inside, and they just start wrestling with each other, which is like a really weird thing to like when you get high.
It's a little gay.
It is. And when you get high, like
who wrestles while you're high?
You want to chill out.
Yeah, you don't want to wrestle. Like what the fuck?
And then it's my dad, so I'm like, I don't know how I'm supposed to act right now. And so there was like a big ass bag of Sun Chips. So I just started eating Sun Chips quietly on the corner of the couch.
Sounds like
watching
a great fucking time right there.
It was so awkward. I was fucking I was like having a heart attack.
Yeah, I think we're on a different stream now, so it's okay. Sounding good. Check.
Oh, so that one went for 36 minutes.
Okay, all right. Yeah, we're good. I have a question. Have you eaten today by any chance?
I ate actually before I got here.
Ah, shit. Because I was gonna say because I have not eaten a fucking thing today, so I don't know how I'm doing it right now. Probably fucking just.
You haven't eaten anything right now?
The only thing I had was a Celsius and coffee today, so I'm like, fuck, I am so hungry. So I was gonna say like we should get some grub before we head to go over and go fuck with Gordon.
I want to go. Yeah, I want to see.
Yeah. So you're not. So did you get a spot tonight?
No, I think Jeremy White is
I
doing
did
a guest
see that.
spot.
Jeremy White, Mr. Whitehead comedy. He loves giving white guys head.
Sorry, I'm I'm looking
at
at this video.
Oh, you good? Yeah.
I'm trying to see where it cut off at.
Yeah.
That's a fucking bummer. See, and that's
okay.
the thing about streaming.
Yeah, because it can cut off.
You need to get recording software and run it at the same time as you do stream.
Yeah, I wonder if I can on here though. Actually, you know what? Let's check. And I fucking can.
Look at that, dude.
I can. Well, let's do it another time. I don't need to fucking do it now. So let's just wait.
Yeah. So you start hitting that as well.
Next time you come on the podcast, we'll stream and we'll record at the same time.
So that way, if you at least lose the stream, you'll have the audio.
And I'll have the audio for Spotify and other fucking.
Look at you. Now you can just start. Now you fucking empire here.
Fucking empire. The Chi empire.
I don't even know. Man, there was some funny shit in there, dude.
I don't think we missed a lot though.
I feel like I can't be funny anymore.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
I've lost it. I've lost my magic.
Me every time I bomb Soggy Bottom.
God, dude, I'll fucking bomb everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't care anymore. That's the thing when you keep doing it.
You really shouldn't, you know.
You just, like, give a shit to a certain extent, but don't give a shit what people think. You know,
I agree.
If that makes any sense at all, it makes sense in my head, but
no, I agree. Yeah, it's just like, look, you're funny, you got good material, like you've been doing it for a while to the point where you're like, look, I've done pretty fucking well. eat shit at a mic at a stupid brewery, you know. So what? Just fucking go on to the next one, and you'll fucking do well at another brewery or a fucking club or whatever the fuck, you know.
It's all about fucking like just have fun.
Yeah. So hey, while we're here, let's read the comments.
I really want to see Mr. Beast. They all just want to see you.
Well, you can't. I'm not Mr. Beast, damn it.
What about Jeff Foxworthy's stunt double?
What about fucking Screech and Jeff Foxworthy's love child?
Screech. Do I look like Screech before he?
Died? Way before he died. Yeah. Wait,
Dustin,
before the pornos will too. Well, actually, I was thinking more like when you had that curly ass fucking hair of yours, yeah. But I was thinking Fritz kind of looks more like Screech a little bit.
He does. He's got the hair. My hair's not that curly.
Yeah, he's got like you're more Jewish than us, and he's fucking got the more of the Jewfro than. Yeah,
that's my 10% Polish genetics.
Yeah,
I may not look like it. But it's in me.
You got high cheekbones and a point of your nose. Yeah, I can tell you got some Polish in you.
It is weird working at a Jewish community center.
Yeah.
And people asking you if you're Jewish.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to explain to them like genetically yes, but spiritually I am a free man.
Spiritually, I don't give a fuck. Spiritually, I'm like, look, I just want to talk about dicks, and that's it.
Or just fucking throw the Quran at them.
Just throw the. I read the Quran one time.
I have it. It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
It's weird. It's funny because like they do talk about like it's okay to have sex with kids. Pretty much. They mentioned that.
There's some weird shit in there.
Yeah, and.
I don't remember. I was on a lot of drugs when I read it.
I listened on a not live stream. I was on audiobook. I was just working one day. When I was working at that stupid fucking dog collar place, you know. So I was working 10-hour days, standing all day long. All I can just do is listen to podcasts. So I'm like, well, I'm kind of tired of listening to fucking Joey Diaz. Actually, not really. I love Joey Diaz.
Never.
But you can never be tired of Coco. God damn it. So, but I think maybe Joe Rogan's getting kind of tired of this shit. But like, even though I like Joe Rogan's podcast, of course. But I was like, let's do something else. I read The Hobbit. I read like some of the Lord of the Rings books when I was working. And then I'm like, what about some religious books? The Bible obviously is on there. The Torah is on there. The Torah is the Old Testament. So I'm like, I already know those stories pretty much. What about the Quran? I found the Quran. I listened to the Quran. And now Miranda cannot show her face to public.
Get inside, woman.
Get inside, goddammit. I love when my girlfriend dresses up like a beekeeper.
You know what really turns me on? The eyes.
The eyes.
I mean, it's good to like study religion because, or not really study, but just like understand all of them. Mm-hmm. Because I'll tell you, I've done enough psychedelic drugs to understand that all religions come from the same fucking place.
Did you meet God when you were on psychedelics?
I wouldn't say I met God. I just met a level of understanding of why people do the things they do, why I do the things I do. It's all a matter of belief, and whatever you choose to believe is going to make your life feel whole. And I think that's where like all of these religions come from. Like they're all coming from a place of where they think they're doing good. Even those God hates fags people.
Oh, wow.
Westboro Baptist Church fucking freaks. Even those people think that they're doing good.
It's probably why the stream got cut, because we were saying horrible words. I bet you the stream will get cut after this.
The FBI saw the word insurrection. They were like, not on our watch. But for real though, like at the end of the day, people that follow religion, it doesn't matter which one it is. Like they all think that they're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And I get that. Now, I mean, is it? I can't tell you that it is.
You know, it's funny because, like, I heard a rabbi say, you know, when Christians say, you know, Jesus will return to earth, the rabbi said, the first thing Jesus will do when he returns to earth is go to a fucking synagogue because he's Jewish, you know? Like, if he comes back and people are like, oh my God, you know, we Christians, we are so, you know, thrilled to have you back. And he's just like, what's a Christian? You know, like, he wasn't known as Christ. He wasn't known as Jesus. He was known as Yeshua. He was a fucking carpenter who just so happened to fucking be very spiritual. He was a fucking rabbi. He was a teacher as well too. You know, he didn't know what a Christian was. He died a Jew.
Well, yeah, I mean, Christianity was developed after he died,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Like that's Christianity. It's from the same word.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, Christ means Christos, which means the anointed one in Greek. I talked about this in the last podcast with John. So I mean, like,
okay. Oh yeah. Well, he is Jesus.
John is Jesus.
John is Jesus reincarnated for sure.
Absolutely. I was telling him. I said, dude, I thought the funniest thing was that this guy fucking asked if he had a permit while he was being crucified. I'm like, imagine Jesus was like on the cross and some guy was just like, hey, you got a permit for that? And Jesus is like, no. I don't have a fucking permit for that, dude.
That video is so funny.
It really is.
Sir, you're gonna have to get down from there.
John's a fucking great guy. He's such a fucking such a funny guy. Such a legend. We're all gonna miss him in the Tampa Bay comedy scene.
I'm gonna follow him. That's how much of a Jesus follower I am.
You should be a Jacobian. Jacobian, that's a good one right there. Are those real Jacob? I feel like those are actual religion Jacobians.
Are you referring to the comedian Jacoby?
No, not Jacoby. John Jacobs, Jacobian.
Oh, because his last
name is Jacobs.
He could start his own cult.
He probably fucking
Jacobian.
could, you know.
John, you heard it here.
Jacobian.
Yeah,
because when I said Jacobian, I was just like, wait a minute, there is a comic named Jacoby.
There is
in this area.
Solid dude.
Yeah, I don't think I met him actually.
He's cool.
Is he cute?
He's very handsome.
Oh, okay.
He just had another baby. Shout out to him.
Good for you.
He's very. He's got his hands full.
Yeah.
You look like Mr. Beast.
Yeah, let's read more of the comments. Please.
All of them have to do with you looking like Mr. Beast.
I understand. I look like Mr. Beast, everybody, and I respect that. Look, I can't help it. That's just my genetic, DNA. I look like Mr. Beast. Well, actually, no, he looks like me. I'm like 5 years older than that guy.
For real.
For real. He looks like me. He's like 24, 23. I'm like 30, motherfucker.
Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast.
Share the wealth. All right? Like, this guy looks like you. He deserves
$100,000, man. That'll fucking literally cover my entire car that I got to pay for, and then that'll easily help me build my fucking business. Pay this motherfucker as well, too. Yeah. I mean, like,
I don't need nothing. Just book me, all right? Because I'm funny, I do a very bad job of networking and selling myself. I'm very bad at asking for shit, and the older I get, the more I stick around this business, and the more I keep growing with comedy, is the more I understand that closed mouths don't get fed.
Yeah.
And
no, you gotta speak up. You gotta fucking, do your thing. You can't just fucking sit there and expect people to hand you shit. You gotta go for it.
I have insecurities like the next person, and I think that people don't like me, which is just
wow. You're on the money. I feel the same way too. I mean, there are times where I feel like I'm like, does Devin like me still? And
I love you, buddy. I love you. This is love,
dude. My dick just got so hard right now. Oh, yeah. Right after that, I don't know. It's a weird thing. I guess you could say maybe it's kind of like it's the artist in me as well too, and obviously the comedian in me as well, is because we obviously not on. God, I'm going on a fucking tangent right now. I guess you could say it goes back to childhood as well too, because I guess you could say I wanted to do things to get people to fucking like me and to like.
We all need validation.
Well. Yes, I'm the middle child. I got fucking left out a lot, so I guess there you go. That's probably what it is right there. So middle child syndrome. I got left out. Fucking.
Yeah, my dad wasn't really around. That's where mine comes from. Now
I'm depressed, Devin. God damn it.
My pops just was like in and out. I think a lot of the times, and like I think I like my friend circle, like we were always like funny, but I was also more observant than like a lot of my other friends. Like I was more on the outside listening and then waiting for my like zinger that I could throw in there. Like I'm not.
That's funny.
I'm not the life of a party. Like I don't walk into a party and I'm like, this is my time.
Okay, so it's so funny when you mention that, because a buddy of mine I literally just saw not too long ago during Christmas time. We talked about our childhood. He said you were always the guy that was like you were either, the more lively one of all of us, or you're the quiet one, because he said, I noticed you were always listening to the conversations, always kind of like being, just what you just mentioned. And then Miranda gets on my case all the time because she's always just like, every time we're with a bunch of friends, with family, you always are the life of the party, and I don't know what the fuck you do. I'm like, dude, I don't know. I just walk in and then I crack a joke and people are like, and they'll just come up and try to fucking, get my attention. And I'm just like, I don't do it. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just fucking, I'm literally here. I'm just like, hey, let's all hang out, have a good time. I'm not saying, come here, everybody, and suck my nipples, please. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just fucking.
He's lactating.
I am lactating.
Just so you know.
I mean, hey, I can get pregnant.
Side note, somebody just commented here. I like how this is not so blowing up. I like how they just keep talking even though nobody's listening.
Yeah.
Keep going, fellas.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're just like, hey, like
I've bombed in front of less, okay?
Exactly. I mean this is kind of like, stand up, but we're sitting down. We're not really telling them. I mean, we're kind of telling jokes at the same time.
I mean,
but I don't fucking know.
Let's tell a story,
Okay. Let's tell a story.
Lay out a subject. What do y'all want to hear?
What do you guys want to hear?
Somebody said sup.
What's up, man?
See, that's the thing about doing it live too, is then you get distracted and then you just like conversation feels like it's like I don't know, like weaving in and out.
Well, I feel like we're too like it's kind of like we're like the loudest guys in the room while people are kind of like watching us from afar. That's what I feel like a live stream is right now. How many people are in the chat? 4? Only 4? Should be more than that.
4 of you losers that have nothing to do on a Friday night.
Yeah, why aren't you guys going out and fucking? And you guys are, I don't know, you should be getting some JJ and stuff. Just kidding. You guys are doing over. No, we're glad you're here. Like we're very glad you're here. I'm very glad you're here.
You should be following Scotty.
You should be following Devin.
Find him on maps and follow him everywhere he goes. Stalk him. I will give you his address if you DM me.
Well, I have Devin's social security number.
He does.
Yeah, I do.
I ain't worth shit.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
side note, I did just get my credit score is a 740.
Really?
Fuck yeah, dude. And I pay my car off this month.
It's because you're white.
Probably. No, I'm just like I got super responsible. Like I did edibles one time before I got sober.
So you did edibles, and that's how your credit score went to 740?
Dog, I did edibles.
So your credit score got high along with you.
It did.
Wow.
So I did edibles, right? And I had a horrible experience. This is one of the reasons why I got sober.
Yeah, that'll happen.
It was like I took too much and I fucking freaked out and I couldn't like calm myself down and almost drove myself to the hospital. And like, dude, it was like a
Doc, I'm too high.
It was a cycle, dude. I went through the fucking gauntlet inside myself. And the next day I was just like, I've been doing life all wrong. I gotta pay my debts. I gotta get back. I gotta get back straight. I gotta get back on.
My credit score's gotta go up.
I gotta.
What
pay
am I
these
doing?
bills.
I don't know what's going on. I need to go back to church.
And that's why I don't do drugs anymore, because you get so like
Weed's
at least
not
I
a
do.
Drug.
It's a fucking drug if you eat it. If you eat enough of it, dude, you will fucking look like a crackhead in the mirror. I was paranoid about paying bills. Like what the like I was fucking paranoid about anything.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it's weird too. It's like when you get to that level of paranoia, you like think you're dying and
my God,
you're freaking out.
I fucking hate that.
You're freaking out, but like dying is like one of the most peaceful things that you can experience.
Is it though? Like,
yes, dude.
What, have you died?
I've done enough DMT.
Technically, I've kind of died once before. I told you when I overdosed on fucking K2.
No.
Oh, I didn't tell you about that.
No, let's hear that. Now we're telling stories, buddy.
Well, winter of 2011, I was like 18. Thought I was fucking cool. This was back when, if you guys don't know what K2 is, it's synthetic marijuana.
I remember when Spice was like
it was
like going around.
It was Spice.
And like people were like, it's just as cool as weed.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's pretty much. It's not. It's the worst thing ever. Do not fucking do it. I think it's illegal finally. So I mean, they should have done that like what 12, 13 years ago. So me. So anyway, wait, how long ago was it?
2011. That was 22 years ago.
22 years ago? No. Oh no, 12 years ago.
12.
I was gonna say 22. I'm like,
I was not good at math. I just throw out, dude. So, people start counting. I'm like, I just throw out a number, and I'm like, maybe that's it.
So, I, like I said, I was 18. I was able to buy this K2 spice shit because it was legal at the time. It was like $5 right? for like 5 grams of it, and so me and my buddy, we would just smoke it, and we're at this church. It's like a fucking Methodist church in my hometown where we just do drugs and hang out at the playground and shit. Fucking Florida stuff, man.
Just, Methodist is like the most relaxed part of Christianity.
Crystal Methodist, actually, now. Yeah, with us doing fucking drugs at this church. So me and my buddy, we both smoke a joint. Like, we both just...
Like your own?
Yeah.
Or like...
So
you smoked the whole thing to your head? Spice.
So last thing I remember I was like filming my buddy fucking do like cool like smoke tricks, like I was just like, oh, it's fucking random. All of a sudden, like, I just black out and I don't remember what the fuck happened. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, like I start seeing like kaleidoscope. When you go and look in a kaleidoscope, it looks all like
hexagonal
and shit. I'm like looking around. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And dude's just like, bro, calm down. You're gonna get a fucking seizure. And I'm like, I don't want a seizure. What are you talking about? I don't want a seizure. And then,
you had a seizure? Did you have one?
I probably. I don't know. And then, like, I don't know where I black out again. Then I wake up. Homeboy's gone. My buddy's gone. And I'm like, what the fuck? This sucks. He just left me. He's just like, I don't want anything to do with this motherfucker. So then I wake up and I start walking around. And I notice everything seemed more jubilant. Not like happy, but like more. What's that word called? Noticeable. Like the grass was way more greener than it looked. The sky was not like regular blue. It was like an ultraviolet neon blue.
You did this like during the day?
Yeah.
It's like midday?
Yeah, it was like a Saturday.
Hell yeah.
And fuck yeah, just go out and do some drugs.
Just fucking doing spice.
And then come home and fucking play some Call of Duty. So the clouds look more like fucking like mashed potatoes and stuff. I was just seeing things very different. Like the real side of what the world should be that we can't fucking see, like the spirit world or something.
Yeah, so you were like tripping.
We don't know. So what happened was, as I'm going home, because so the church is like right here. My home was like right over there. So I was just like, I'm gonna go walk home and like take a shower and go to bed or something. Or take a nap, whatever the fuck, and then tell my buddy he's an asshole for leaving me.
Fuck yeah.
So then
I would have.
So then, as I'm walking home, I noticed that the road that I'm trying to get home to is going like this. It's getting further and further away from me, and I'm like, I start running. And then out of nowhere, after I stopped running, something told me to turn around. So I turn around, and I see the whitest of all fucking lights. And I'm like, what is this? You normally, when you see like a really white light, like the sun, you go like this. I was looking directly at it, and I wasn't going like this or anything. I was just like, like looking at this, but it's completely fine. Like this big ring light right here that's above my phone, you can't see. So I'm like, something's telling me I shouldn't go near this light, but something's telling me maybe I should go near the light. So I'm going near the light because I don't think I have any other choice. I can't go home. So then I'm going towards the light, and out of nowhere, I feel like a breath come back into me, and my buddy goes like this. I start smacking on my chest, and I wake up. I'm back where I fucking was.
At the Capitol.
On
January 6th. Dude, that's crazy. So, like, you think that your heart stopped and shit? I
probably had like a near-death experience. I don't know. So what happened was,
if you see the light, well,
it's weird because I wake up and my buddy's like, dude, you were fucking out, man. Like he said, you started season out and you were like quiet for like almost a minute. And I'm like, really? And then
it felt like way longer.
Felt like hours. Like not hours, probably like maybe half an hour, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, and I told him, and I'm like, bro, like I was just walking home. And he's like, no, you weren't. You were right here. I was fucking trying to wake you up the entire time, man. You did not leave. And I'm like, no. I was gone. No, you were. I said you were gone. You were gone. Like you left, took everything and just left. And I went to go. I just woke up. I went to go walk home, and he's just like, dude, I've been here the entire time. He said it's been like 2 minutes, and that's it. And I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah, I even took a picture of you just to like fuck with you. So he pulled out his old BlackBerry. My lips were blue.
Damn.
I looked at it and I'm like, I don't like that. And so I asked my buddy if he can respectfully delete the photo because
delete my death picture.
Delete my post-mortem picture, please.
Jesus Christ, have some respect for the dead.
Yeah. So he's just like, oh no, man, that's pretty fucking funny. He's like, I'm like, dude, like if my mom saw that, she'd probably send me to fucking rehab or something. And I was never a drug guy. I just did.
Yeah,
I just experimented. I was a kid,
had fun.
So, but the unfortunate part was after all that, I kind of stopped talking to my buddy, because he kind of stuck with the whole drug thing as well.
Yeah, some people enjoy it too much.
But the sad part was he actually died a couple years later.
OD?
Yeah, no, he committed suicide.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. But he was a good guy. He was funny as hell. He was the guy because he had a dark past. Didn't have his really grow up with his parents.
Yeah.
He a lot of comedians have some kind of insecure dark issue that they kind of have to resolve, and they use it with comedy.
Yeah, funny comes from a dark place.
Oh yeah,
I think
absolutely. I mean, you were just explaining about your situation. I mean, like I fucking I was bullied when I was a kid. I mean, like I fucking it just happens. You just fucking
you can't see, and that I like. I don't want people to experience bullying, but it's like you can't fucking escape it.
No, well, here's what happened
in a society like what we have.
So, believe it or not, I was a pussy growing up.
Me too.
Really?
For real?
So
yeah.
when people make fun of me, I would like cry and be like, "Oh, they're making fun of me."
I wouldn't do that. Like I did fight back.
No, I did too, but I also cried and took it to heart. But one of my cousins, his dad divorced their mom, who's related to me, but he was also a chubbier guy. He grew up, people fucked with him about like his weight, his looks, and whatnot. And he, honestly, dude, without him, I probably wouldn't have been a comedian.
Yeah, I mean,
I thank this guy to this day.
My best friend is my fiance's cousin.
Okay,
and I knew him before I met her, and we were both like fat kids.
You were fat?
I was a fat kid.
You were a fat kid.
I got
really
fat by like 10, and then from like 10 to 13 there was like a period of time where I was like 5 foot and just round and like
same
almost
here,
200 pounds and like
really
yeah, I was just short and fat, and like
wow,
me and him were like he's one of the funniest people to this day.
Yeah, is he a comic
in my life? He's the reason I started stand up. He started doing stand up and then just did acid and like overthought his jokes.
You can still do comedy and do acid.
He's involved. He's one of the funniest people that I know, like personally.
That's cool.
One of the people that I will not hesitate to say that when I have an idea, I throw it to him and I go like, "What do you think about this?"
I respect that, man.
He's the supervisor of the kitchen at the Improv, so he's around comedy still. He's like, he's one of my favorite people. But like, we were both fat together, and there's one memory
fat together.
There's one memory that sticks with me where we both went on this hiking trip with our youth group, because I used to be
molested.
Probably, but we went. There was this like this Christian hiking trip in the Appalachian.
Oh, you were molested. You were molested. All right.
It's called Wilderness Trail, and we went up there when we were like 12, and like we were too fat to be hiking together. And like, so we ended up being like in the middle, like all of the fit guys and shit without shirts on and like short shorts were like at the front of the group, and me and Mike were like at the back.
It reminds you of the movie Heavyweights. You remember the movie?
Dude, yeah. When they go to fat camp.
Yes, you remember they go to fat camp.
Luckily, we weren't there to be criticized for being fat. We were just very aware of that we could not make this hike unless it were like we had each other. And like there was one time where I remember it was like
you got my back, I got your back. Here's a Three Musketeers.
Just fucking feeding each other Pop-Tarts and granola bars. And there was one day where it was where it was raining and like a fucking snake like slithered over one of our foots, and we had never ran fast. Just fucking running down this mountain, cussing and screaming.
This is a fucking movie.
It is, dude.
Like
it is. It's like Stand By Me, but for fat, all fat cast.
It's like the Heavyweights version of Stand By Me, where everyone's Vern, the little fat kid.
Yeah,
I love
dude.
it. That's so funny because I played sports when I was like younger as well too, and I was always the athletic, chubby guy.
I was not.
Yeah, because I mean, like I'm tall. I mean, yeah, like because I was luckily when I was like 12, I was like 5'2". Rounder than this fucking probably wasn't that round. But you know what I mean. When I hit puberty, I went from like fucking 5'6" to like 6 foot in a fucking like summer. So luckily, like everything kind of like shifted with me. So it wasn't like as awkward as it was back, when I was from like 13 to 14 or 15, whatever the fuck. But luckily, I was like my dad always loved it when I played sports. So he always encouraged me because I was a baseball player as well too. So being such a big guy as well, I was still able to keep up. I was able to, run pretty well as well. I mean, I still can. I just gotta fucking, stretch a little bit more. I can play some fucking good ass racquetball without getting out of breath.
I cannot, dude.
Yeah, dude. Can you now?
No,
really?
I'm terribly out of shape, bro. I'm like lean, but I just like look. Somebody wants to say happy birthday to their sister.
Happy birthday to your sister,
Zara Mirza.
Who
is like a 12-year-old in their picture.
I really hope you're not listening to this. Listening to us talk about drugs and
tell my baby sister happy birthday.
You sound like Eddie Murphy for a second. Tell my baby sister happy birthday.
That's what I was going for.
Fuck it. What time does the fucking Snapper show?
I was about to ask you that. I think that the late show's at 9:30.
Okay, because like
right?
I hope so. I mean, even if we miss it and we still do the stream, who cares? Fuck you guys. I'm just kidding. No,
I just hope
I love all y'all
that it's been funny this second half, because I feel like a football team who gave their all in the first half.
Wait, talking about the stream?
Yes,
I think it's been great. You just said you want to write a movie about Stand By Me, but for fat kids.
I'm not going to.
You should. It's fucking awesome. Like these kids, they find a fucking a dead skinny kid or a dead fat kid, and then they eat the fat kid.
Dark comedy.
It's
a dark comedy.
They should call it fucking Wobble by Thee. Limp by Thee.
No, I feel like I gave my all in the first half of our podcast.
Oh, you're doing great. Fuck you. Shut up. You're doing just fine, bro.
I'm insecure.
Is Devin doing fine?
I've lost everything that's funny in me.
Oh, come on. You're doing great.
One day a tomato niece in the tomato said a ketchup. I think somebody's trying to make a joke. I think I just had a stroke trying to read what you said.
One day a tomato niece and the Tomato sad a ketchup. I am not the comedy critic, but work on your material there, kid.
It's really funny, dude. I put like I've been clipping like old stand-up sets of mine from like
I noticed that, yeah.
From like 2015, like jokes I fucking wouldn't tell now. And people like that comment as if like I'm not the person who just posted the clip of myself. They're like, wow, this guy took an L.
That's funny.
Took an L on that one.
It's funny because there's a comedian, I won't mention his name, that I think I only met him like once really, but he calls himself a like a clean comic, which is fine, whatever the fuck.
Nerd.
But he'll post like reels of like, you know, like 5-second like clips of him performing some of the hackiest jokes, but then he'll comment with like laughy crying emoji faces saying like I'm so fucking great, and then like there's another comment saying boo. I won't mention their name on the podcast, but I'm just like
there's some weird
fuck, you know.
You see some weird shit when you get involved with comedy, man, and like you see some fuckery.
Oh yeah.
And outside of like chicks getting like molested by perverts and stuff, there's some people that like for
people getting molested by clean jokes by hacky comics.
Yeah, like there's and then they just toot their own horn.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
That's like the cleanest way I could say that these fucking people suck their own dick. Like they're the Kanye West of comedy.
I had a great talk with this headliner that I performed with at Snappers a couple weeks back. You know, because I told her, you know, the situation with me, you know, it's like, oh, like I'm trying to kind of get a clean set going for like, you know, other clubs and whatnot, because clubs want to see clean, unfortunately. But she said, stick to your fucking gun. Like, who cares what these people think? You know, like you're you should do you. And then I even said, like, I know, because a lot of comedians in the area will say, like, yeah, you know, you might want to have a clean set because, you know, what if you like do like network television one day? I'm like, that's over with. We're done with that. Like Johnny Carson, that's never going to happen ever again. Like when have we ever seen a stand-up comedian perform on like Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon or any of those fucking shows? You know, like that shit's over with. Dude, like podcasting and like Joe Rogan's like the new fucking Johnny Carson, where he's having all these comedians, you know, come on, you know, people never really heard of, and they're just fucking. And even Tony Hinchcliffe is kind of doing the same thing too.
With Kill Tony,
yeah, with Kill Tony,
yeah. I don't think you have to be clean anymore.
No.
If I ever get a fucking chance, if I get a fucking email or call from the Tonight Show that they say we're interested, I'll write 5 minutes without a cuss word in it. If that's what you want.
Do you know Trey Carr?
I don't think so.
Yeah, he's a comedian, lives in Newport Richie. Really funny guy. Shout out to him. He's probably gonna be on the podcast very soon too. He he told me that he said like he wants to do a clean show. And then, the last thing he says was, "Look, I know this is a clean show, but I got one more thing to say. Fuck," and then just get off the stage and fucking just do that. I love it.
There was, I just heard a story about. I think I heard it on a Bert Kreischer podcast where he said that him and Janine Garofalo, he was like on a show with Janine Garofalo, and it was supposed to be clean. David Spade told it, I think, and.
He's a funny motherfucker. I saw his stand-up.
Yeah, it was like the podcast with David Spade. Bert Kreischer told this story.
Okay, yeah.
But Janine, so like they weren't going to get paid until like they got off the stage, but they had to be clean. And like within the first few minutes, Janine Garofalo slips up and says, fuck. And then like pauses. And then she's like, oh, well, fuck it. I already said it. So, and then just like did her set. And I mean, dude, like I'm supposed to do a clean show at the end of the month in Tennessee.
Oh yeah. Oh, what with all you guys?
Yeah,
and everyone.
Yeah. If it's still going on, there's some things in the works.
You have to do clean, or is it just fucking like?
It's recommended, and I don't want to make JoJo look bad, so like, I'll do what I can. I don't, because I'm not necessarily like dirty. I'm not like a raunchy comic.
You're not, but you're not. I wouldn't consider you clean.
I'm not.
I would say you're moderate, but you're definitely more dirtier than clean for sure. Yeah.
I do tell my fair share of masturbation jokes. Okay,
talk
about what you know. Okay,
there's nothing wrong with masturbation, everybody.
But no, it's just like I'm not a clean person. I didn't grow up a clean person, and I get it. Like people tell you to fucking learn how to write that way because it's
I've had
harder. But like,
yeah, it is.
That's not like my comedic voice.
My comedic voice is mostly life. Like if I see something that's really funny and I write a joke about it and it works, there you go. Like the pedophile joke I talk about, that happened. where I got glasses and a lady said I look like a pedophile? That happened.
You know, you do kind of look like a pedophile.
Well,
put my mustache.
Your mustache.
Put my mustache on your upper lip with them glasses.
Dude, okay. Here we go. My beard's gone. Mustache.
You still look like Mr. Beast.
Chubby Mr. Beast. I remember one time someone called me Mr. Obese, and I'm like, that's fucking funny. Really funny. Yeah, someone called me Mr. Beaks. Beaks. That's a good one, Mr. Beaks, but I think Mr. Obese is definitely the funniest one.
That's funny, dude. That's a solid joke that I think you should take and say that.
Well, no, who the fuck? Okay, if you go to a comedy club, with a full of adults, who's gonna know who Mr. Beast is?
When you get your first YouTube audience, okay.
My first YouTube.
That's
audience.
a
hey
solid
guys, it's
joke.
Me, Scotty Cheap, but you can call me Mr. Obese.
Dude, that's a funny roast joke. I'm not.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, I think it's fucking really.
Who said it?
Some motherfucker in a comment on on TikTok years ago, and I don't know who it was.
Hilarious,
I just thought it was
dude.
so funny. And Mr. Feast was another good one as well. Mr. Feast.
See, that's something you could run with.
Yeah.
It's Mr. Feast time.
It is.
And then you just fucking eat.
Holy fuck!
And then
I should come up with like a mukbang channel like that Nikocado guy.
Dude, and you just fucking eat ASMR and shit.
I definitely should.
People will literally just like hate comment on it, but it'll give you views anyways.
Look at that Nikocado avocado guy. He fucking. You know who he is?
Who the hell is this?
Oh, you don't know Nikocado?
Is this the one that just made eating videos and got super fat?
Yeah, he
with
was
his like boyfriend or something.
He was like fucking skinnier than you, like way skinnier than you, and he fucking literally he was a vegan, stopped being vegan, started doing like mukbangs where he was fucking eating just like a bunch of shit, and then dude, he went from fucking like 140 pounds, now he's at like 400 pounds, man.
That's so sad.
It's fucking crazy. Like, who does that? You know, I mean,
so sad. I bet he's probably wealthy off of.
Oh my god,
created.
dude, he's a millionaire.
But he's not gonna live to fucking
he's
experience.
He's alright. He's like 30 years old. You know, I mean, like.
Well, he's got time.
I mean, dude, if he can afford to get gas,
Mr. Avocado,
Mr. Avocado, please
start jogging for like.
Well, I'll tell you
30
what,
minutes, dude.
I'll tell you what. You know, even though like he posts some of these crazy videos of him eating, he's actually a really funny guy.
Well, yeah,
like,
you gotta have some sort of like personality to be able to like make videos.
Yeah, because he's like a fucking like a belligerent homosexual as well too, and he'll be like, "I am skinny," shows fucking big belly that's covering his cock and shit. Clearly, he's not skinny, of course, and he's just like, yeah, he'll I could do like these random ass cries if he drops like his Takis and stuff. Yeah, he actually did a collaboration with a YouTuber that kind of reminds me of you a little bit, named Oompaville. He's got a mustache, good looking guy.
See, nobody has a mustache as good as mine, and I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that, and you can clip this, and I will tell you all right now, nobody is gonna beat my mustache. I don't give a fuck how many times you twist it, pointing it up, pointing it down. Nothing's gonna beat mine.
Question.
Yes.
This might be a little personal. Does your girlfriend like it? If you know what I'm talking about.
The mustache?
The like, you know.
Does she? Well, like.
Going to third base.
I haven't done that in a while.
Oh.
But she hates my mustache now. She like wants it gone.
Why?
We're getting married in June, and she like wants me to shave it.
Hell
and I'm
yeah.
like, man, maybe we should just call this wedding off.
I think what you need to do, I think you just need to go Kanye West's fucking best friend. Hitler.
Just Hitler it?
Just Hitler it up, man.
See, but like I don't have a solid like middle. Like it splits right here.
Well,
so like
mine does too. Yeah, I think mostly everyone does that, really.
I don't know, man. I just like I run with the Jeff Foxworthy look, and
when I met you like a year ago, did you have the mustache as well?
I've gone through phases where I've grown it, and then I try to trim it, and I fuck it up, and I gotta shave it and start over.
See, I've had this fucking thing forever, and the reason why I keep this is to hide my double chin. And I mean, it hides it pretty good.
See, and I can't grow a beard. Like my beard is fucking.
Really? I mean, I see you got a shadow.
Patchy, dude. It's
really?
like I don't grow anything under my chin. I just like grow like on my chin line, and it like I'm not trying to look like a douchebag with a fucking chin strap in 2023.
You know who's got a really good beard? T. Davis.
He does.
He's got a great everything, great bod, great fucking sense of humor.
Just looks good.
Dude,
Have you had him on here?
No, he wants me on his, and I want him on mine as well. I would love to do like a fucking podception where he's on mine, I'm on his. Just get stoned
at the same time.
Just get really stoned with him and just fucking just.
Do you still smoke weed?
Here and there. I mean, like
I miss it, dude.
I mean, like I took a couple hits off of his, and I was just like
stuck, dude. Every time I smell him walk into like whatever show,
did you do the one show that Stefano put on? I don't think you did.
I haven't done any of Stefano's shows.
They're
trying to.
They're pretty fun, man.
I want to do that Ordinance 1, his new shit he's working on.
Yeah. What he does, like he picks 5 people, do 10 minutes, but then after that he does an open mic after.
Yeah, I'm trying to get on that 10-minute shit.
I recommended. I told him like, yeah, you should try to pick Devin. He's the best. I love him to death. Pick him. It's in his last name.
Put me in the raffle.
Yeah. But so back to T. Yeah, he wants to collab and do some podcasting, and because he lives down.
Did you serve in the military?
Did I?
Yeah.
No.
So, isn't that what it's two dope veterans?
2 dope veterans. Yeah, that's his.
But like
it's
like not anything like military.
Have you listened to it? It's literally just fucking just like.
Them getting stoned and just talking shit.
He literally he says it in his stand up. He's like, it's me and my buddy where he's another veteran, and we just talk about Tucker Carlson shit, and they were literally fucking just talking about like just conservative and like being anti-woke and stuff, and I'm like, my man, so
back to this insurrection.
I mean, that's the title. Back to the insurrection.
Back to this insurrection. Okay, you can't tell me that none of these fucking left liberal media stations were that mad about the insurrection, okay? Because they were fucking reporting it.
No, they loved it because they were getting fucking views and fucking views. I can't think of anything else, but yeah,
they're getting paid.
They were getting attention for this shit.
And then Fox is like, we might have a chance to win this one.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy about Fox? Fox isn't even like an official news channel. It's an entertainment channel. So they can literally
CNN.
So they can literally tell you anything, and they don't get in trouble because it's not necessarily news. It's an entertainment.
I mean, do you watch the news at all?
Fuck no, yeah. I read it. I don't watch. I don't have like cable or anything. I only have like Netflix.
I respect that.
Disney Plus.
YouTube. Man, me too. Well, what the fuck was I saying? I think what the issue is with all that, like what you just said, each and every one of them used it for fucking, not just coverage, but to get paid. That was their fucking job. Like anything that was like a big serious issue, as much as the fucking like the far left, like MSNBC and CNN, they'll say like this was the darkest day in America. They loved it. Money.
Of course.
They made so much money off that shit.
Sponsored by Nike.
But it's brought to you by Pfizer. But it's funny, my mom, she's very anti-Republican.
Most people are.
Which most people are, that's fine. I mean, most people are anti-Democrat, most people are anti-Republican.
They both are, dude.
We're just here
in the middle.
We're pro-comedy. But here's the thing, I'll fuck with my mom so hard, and I'll be like, dude, I love January 6th. She's just like, so you want them to get rid of our democracy? I'm like, hell yeah. I instead of January 6th, I want there to be a January 7th next. I am excited for that shit.
Well, people fucking forget that this country was like made on fucking violence.
Yeah, so every other country was too.
And like, I'm not saying that the insurrection was correct. Mm-hmm. More like incorrection.
Incorrection, right? But
yeah, damn, what a dad joke. No, but just like Boston, like look at the Boston Tea Party.
Yeah.
I mean, see, like...
Was there like a fire that happened?
They like blew up the fucking tea boat because they were mad about the tax.
They were mad about something.
No, the tea was going to get taxed. And they were like, British people that moved over here... They're like...
Where's my tea and crumpets, Ed?
They're like, you're going to tax the tea.
You're going to tax the tea? Oh, George Washington, you piece of shit wood-tooth motherfucker. We're going to take over. Tea.
So my point is like this shit happens.
It happens, yeah. It just fucking happens.
What I don't agree with is how it's advertised.
Yeah.
How it's like blown up on these media platforms. Fucking love it, and I don't care.
Oh yeah, they're making money.
They can talk about how much they don't like it and how terrible it is and how bad it looks.
Back to what you were saying,
but they love it
about like how this country was fucking founded on violence, which is absolutely true, But here's the thing. So is every other country. Like, how do you think the Irish became the Irish? They were taken over by the fucking Vikings, and that's how they made the Irish, pretty much. Even like the Israelites, they were taken over fucking like Akkadian and other like villages that were in that area before the Jews were like, "This is our promised land. This is our promise." I'm so horrible. Is
that Bane?
No, I was making.
This is our promise.
This is our promise. No, I was making a nose because
racist over here. We got a racist.
Yeah, well,
it's okay on Insurrection Day.
No, I love the Jews.
I do too.
I mean, I'm pretty sure a Jew is probably watching our live stream right now who is controlling the YouTube probably, so they're like,
yeah, that's why they stopped the first half.
I didn't say anything about the Jews though.
They stopped me when I was being my most funny, and now the second half of this football game is just gone to shit. This is Tom Brady when he should have retired now.
But you've been funny.
Thank you.
Chill out. You're doing great, but you're doing just fine.
I love people in general, man.
I do too. They're good people. Yeah, there's a lot of good people.
At the end of the day, I look like I would incite an insurrection.
More like an insert erection. A little suspicious there. Yeah, thank you.
But at the end of the day, I love everybody that especially if you love to laugh. That's what I want to love.
If there's like I said, if there's a God, God made laughter, and that's why I love God, because
my God did.
I love laughing
because I can't help.
Like laughing is the best fucking thing ever. Like I'd rather, if I had a drug other than fucking nitrous oxide that could literally just fucking I can if I'm dealing with pain or depression, I can just inject it in myself and just laugh uncontrollably for like 30 minutes. I feel great.
That's the one thing I really miss about smoking weed is like when you get those like for like 10 minutes straight where you're just fucking laughing. Like I miss that about getting high.
I feel like, I don't know, it reminds me of like Half Baked when Dave Chappelle went to the fucking drug court. He was just like, my name's Thurgood, and I'm addicted to weed. And they're just like, you can't be addicted to weed.
You in here for some marijuana?
I used to suck dick for coke.
Oh, man. Bob Saget's fucking.
Bob Saget.
Oh, man. That was so good.
I remember when he died, everyone's like, oh, he died from the vaccine. And I'm just like, who the fuck knows how he died?
Bro, I had the vaccine, and
You're fine?
I'm all right, I guess.
That's good.
You know what I mean?
That's good. I'm glad to hear that.
You know what I mean?
Man.
I was all right, dude.
Hey, we got any more comments?
DMT. Purr! Shout out to DMT.
Yay!
DMT. What happened to him, dude? Did he leave?
Who?
Purr.
Oh,
Pear.
Oh, Pear?
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. I was wondering.
He's in there.
Oh, he's here? Yo!
Yeah.
Pear, what's up, man? Where the fuck you been?
Did he? I saw he had like an RV and like drove or like a travel bus or.
All I know was he was working at.
He was working at the Improv. Yeah.
And he had a piggy named Queen.
He's got a pig.
Got a pig named Queen. Yeah, he was talking about her. And
I'm gonna need some bacon here.
He was talking about her, and I'm just like, oh, what a good girl.
Dude, my niece wants a pig.
Dude, I had a pig
for like a pet pig. Did y'all eat it, or like was it something that you were like raising to?
It was a potbelly pig.
Do you not eat those?
I mean, you could, but we didn't. She was part of the family.
What happened?
We got rid of her. Cause she got too.
So somebody else could eat her?
Probably. She's probably eaten by now. But no, she got too damn fat, and we're living in the city grounds, and she was just destroying our fucking backyard too. So.
Oh yeah, because they like dig, right?
They dig, and then they just shit like wherever, like because like some animals will like shit in a corner, like pigs will just shit wherever they please, and then just fucking roll in it.
Did you guys have like property, or was it just like a backyard, like in a fucking HOA, or like
not an HOA, but we were just in the city in some fucking house in Ocala, Florida, and
you're in Ocala.
Yeah, I mean that's country, but my brother was just like, Scott, look what I got. And then I'm like, what? And then he and his buddy Eric bring home a fucking pig. And I'm like, that's fucking awesome right there. And my parents were cool with it, actually. And we had that pig for a while.
How bad did it smell?
Stinky.
They smell bad, right?
Oh, they smell like shit.
Yeah, I'm not trying. You see, I'm not trying to fucking.
No.
I'm not trying to be a farmer. And I know it may look like it, but you know what I mean. Like I'm not. I talk about it on stage, and I won't do like my bits, but I talk about how.
Don't talk about your bits. Yeah.
Talk about like how I'm like a bad representation for being a redneck because I got called a redneck recently.
Who called you a redneck?
Dude, just like people, it just happens. Look at me. Who wouldn't?
Those tattoos, you look
you
look like you're about to be in a fucking like a Day to Remember like tribute band or something.
Check me out, dude. These are my first pair of Crocs, and you can't really see them on here.
You are wearing Crocs.
I fucking do.
I hate those ugly fucking
things. See, and I do too. And now
why are you wearing them?
Now
then?
I'm a spokesman for fucking Crocs because my fiance got me Crocs for Christmas, right? And these things, dude. These things, let me just
so
take
like,
them off
more like crock of shit.
These fucking things, dude. Look at these. These are all season Crocs, okay? These are fucking. I like my Crocs like I like my tires. The next fucking rain day, I'm taking these bitches mudding, okay? I'm jumping into the biggest puddle, and I'm fucking mudding in my all season. These are my all season Crocs.
So we can all definitely tell that he participated in the January 6th insurrection 2 years ago.
With my Crocs.
With his Crocs.
Fucking love them, though. They're comfortable as shit.
Oh, man. We've been going for a while now, man. Because I don't remember. I can't remember what time the fucking show starts, but I figured maybe.
I think it's at 9:30, so we should probably
wrap it up. Yeah. So if you want to go look it up really quick, I mean, it's not gonna fuck up it's not gonna fuck anything up or anything. So
let me
if you want to go
Let me go to my boys. My boys. Instagram. Let's see. Gordy.
There it is, right there.
Yeah, 9:30. Late show's at 9:30.
Okay.
Look, there you are. Get it, homie.
That's
fire emoji.
That's cool as fuck.
This fucking podcast was all fire emojis, dude.
Hell fucking yeah. This is a fun podcast.
I'm like I'm like one of the kids, one of the cool kids.
You are the cool kid.
God, I'm fucking sweating in this hoodie. It's just should have taken it off before doing this.
Take it off, baby. Woo. I mean, I could open up a window, but I really don't want because we have a bunch of kids that hang out there, and I don't want them hearing anything about our drugs and dicks and stuff.
How old are they?
Oh, kids like 9, probably.
Oh yeah.
They
probably already heard way worse of this, dude.
I'm sure there's kids younger that are listening to this right now as we speak.
Hell yeah, dude! Look at you guys, 78,000 subscribers.
Yeah, I don't know what.
I don't know what 69.
Plug in your fucking YouTube and let's get you to 1,000, baby.
And I don't plug. What should I plug?
You should plug
my butt.
Yeah, I was gonna say your butt. So subscribe to Devin. He's got some great content.
Yeah,
he's
man.
A funny guy.
Devin
He's got a podcast. Are you gonna put your podcast on YouTube? You should.
I should.
You really should, man.
I was very just
investing
lazy.
again in these as well. This as well too. I got this on Sweetwater for like $120.
I should, yeah, because I got mine is small and it's only a 2-channel mic, which is, I mean, I got it because I wanted to be able to like go to people, and if I wanted to have like guests on there.
I mean, I could go to people too. I just need a laptop, and because I have Miranda's, but I don't want to use her computer. So if I had if I bought a laptop, I could, because I think it'd be better if I went to people as well, because I mean, I don't know, like I don't mind. I don't mind doing here in the comfort of my own home as well.
That's where I do it.
Yeah,
right at my dining room table.
Yeah, I'll come over to your house and go through your stuff and do your podcast.
Yeah, man, we can play video games.
Play video games
instead, and just fucking 8 hours later, sun's up.
Hell, even if we keep this podcast going and we completely miss a Snapper show, I got Disney Plus on my fucking TV. We can put on heavyweights right now.
Yeah, dude, we'll just fucking podcast and watch movies. Just fucking for the 3 people that are just hanging out on a Friday night. Just fucking listening to two
dudes,
fucking dickless
dickless
insurrectionists,
comedians. Hold on, I gotta fix that for you.
Again.
Boom, there we go.
And if it didn't, if this got cut out of the first half,
it did not.
This is for all of you who were at the insurrection on January 6th.
Yep.
2020? 2021.
But we're talking to you, Alex Jones. Insurrection, blue. Oh, Trump, blue. Sandy Hook, blue.
Hey, he's paid his dues.
He owes like $1 billion to those people, man. That's fucking crazy.
I hope he's invested in some sort of alcohol. Cases of it.
He's doing something, man. So, I mean.
On that note, I don't know if I have anything left to say.
Alex Jones could be a comic, too. Have you heard him on Flagrant?
Dude, he's funny.
Yeah,
with
dude.
Schultz?
Yeah. Oh, my God, dude. Like, that's a good podcast, but I have never laughed harder ever than listen to fucking Alex Jones on that podcast. He's quick. He's funny, he could be a stand-up easily.
I think Joe Rogan said it too, because he's probably one of his biggest supporters.
They're good buddies as well too. I mean, he said they know each other for over 20 years, and I mean, even though Alex Jones not a comic, but I mean, he can. I mean, I bet you anything if Alex Jones decides to headline somewhere, he can sell out. Easily, and he'll do great.
His whole audience will look like me, okay,
and me as well too.
Yeah, just a bunch of pasty fucking hicks,
pasty Polacks who love fucking mustaches and
that just came out of their trailers,
mudding and insurrectionists as well too.
That claim they saw a UFO at night one day. This podcast is just going to turn into us talking about other people's podcasts.
Well, I'm getting really hungry. I mean, joke's on me. I always look hungry. So, well, then again,
Mr. Obese over here.
Mr. Obese. Then again, I mean, I'm not skinny, so I mean, they'd be like, oh, well, cool. I mean, I just fucked up that joke. I was gonna say like, 'cause, you know, it's like, oh, when you're chubby, you're not supposed to look hungry. So, I don't look hungry.
I feel like those are the most hungry people, dude.
We are. I mean, we're hungry for a lot of things. I have a joke right now about being the fat friend with a bunch of girls, so I am not going to say it, but I'll explain it to you after the podcast.
I can't wait to hear.
It's really fun.
Back to the insurrection. I'm going to leave you with this, okay?
Leave him.
My favorite thing about the insurrection was the most famous guy at the insurrection, right?
Donald Trump?
No.
All
right. Second famous guy from the insurrection.
The fucking guy with the
guy with the horns.
Yeah.
Okay? The guy with the horns with America painted on his face.
I love that guy. I want to is he in jail still?
I don't know, but I remember reading that his mom was complaining to either Fox or the prison because
you're not boring me, by the way. I just yawned.
Her son stopped eating because they didn't serve organic food in the prison that he was staying in.
It's the whitest thing I've ever heard.
That is the amount of privilege.
When you're in prison, no one gives a fuck about what you want to eat. You're going to eat either dick or you're going to eat like some shitty chili, like toilet chili or something.
You better fucking eat those bag of Doritos. Or what? I don't got a joke for that. I just think that I just think that was the funniest thing about the insurrection was that this fucking guy was man enough to break into the capital of the United States, but then cry to his mom that he wasn't eating because there were no organic chickens being served in the federal penitentiary.
Yeah, you're either going to eat non-organic chicken or fucking just straight up cock meat sandwiches. Fucking
cock meat sandwiches.
Fucking
straight out of Guantanamo Bay.
That's it. We're going to leave it on that, everybody. This has been so much fun. We're going to go watch our friends perform some stand-up at Snappers in Palm Harbor. Devin, you want to plug your shit in really quick? Again, even though you did like for the fourth time already.
Devin Alexander Pickett. Devin Pickett on Instagram.
Right there, up there.
Get me over 69 followers so I can stop making that joke.
Yeah.
And
where are you going to be performing at very soon? I know you mentioned Tennessee. You got any other shows
Tennessee, in Johnson City. I'm gonna be in Lake City with JoJo White on February 4th.
Lake City,
City, Florida.
Oh, okay. Wait, where do they do comedy up in Lake City?
I have no idea. He just asked me if I wanted to do
Lake
a show.
City, that's like fucking like hick up there.
And I will do great there.
Insurrection.
I can't wait.
Hell yeah, man.
I'm working on a showcase myself. I'll fucking give you more details when I know about that, but
Sweet.
Nothing set in stone yet. But I got a showcase that I'm going to be hosting and running. Hopefully it turns into a monthly show.
Oh, an open mic or just a showcase?
I want to do a showcase. I want to get us paid, man.
Yeah.
There's enough open mics in fucking in Tampa Bay.
Well,
so
and on that note as well too, I am also working on something in Ocala right now. I have a friend of mine who reached out to me. He was like, "Hey, this guy who's a musician wants more comedy in Ocala," and I gave him your number and everything. He wants to talk with you, so hopefully we can get like a showcase in Ocala as well.
I'm down.
Too.
I will drive. I'm about to do a private event for somebody's 50th birthday in February.
There you go.
At Ocala.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Where at? At a house or just?
It's at somebody's house, dude. I'm just gonna fucking. They hit me up on Gig Salad. I'm gonna fucking get paid $100. I'm gonna roast the shit out of somebody's birthday, and
I love it.
Talk about the insurrection.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Peace.
Peace.